Hi, welcome back. Today we are going to talk about 5 of the best investments I've ever made for my business. Number 1, a professionally branded website. I know if you've watched any of my videos, I've talked about a website in probably every single one of them, and that's because it is super important and in this social media era, super overlooked. A professional website is yours. You own it. You own the rules. Nobody can change the rules for you. Nobody can take it away from you. Well, hopefully it won't go down for the day, but if something goes down, you have access to bring it back. I know people were panicked when Instagram was down for a day or Facebook goes down for a day because all of a sudden they felt like they've lost their connection to their potential clients. With social media, at any time they can change the algorithm and you're left guessing. They can change the rules, and they could go away. It's possible. I highly encourage you to have a website and a professionally branded one. Once your business is growing and you've got a little more money to invest back into it, take the time to hire somebody who is an expert at what they do and have them provide you with a professional branded website. My clients pretty much 98% of the time when they contact me say how much they love my website. They love the copy or the words that I have created on there. And all of that, it didn't happen overnight. It's been a culmination of 12 years, but I really wish I had focused on that sooner because it absolutely brings me the clients that I want, because I'm directing the ship secretly through the copy of what I write and the images that I share and everything I say on there. I am drawing the people to me that I'm looking for, my dream clients, the clients I want to work with, those that value photography, that want to take the time for a high-end session, that want to have professional images created, not just digitals, that value albums and artwork. So it's much harder to get that across in a very quick social media world, but most importantly, you don't own social media. And the algorithm is always changing. But with focus on your SEO and on the copy that you write, you can attract those dream clients to you. Number 2 is video. A professional video has number 1. Well, I made it number 2. Maybe number 2 been instrumental in beefing up my business. I'm a newborn photographer, and I have a video. I can actually link it so you can see an example of it. But it allows clients to see me in my element, doing my thing, talking directly to them, so they truly get a sense of who I am. It always makes clients cry when they see, the adorable little images of these newborns, and they start to picture their baby, me working with their baby. They can see that it's safe. They can see that I know what I'm doing. And it has hands down been huge in converting my inquiries to my clients. I also have videos kind of scattered throughout my site that they get either before, during, or after we've worked together. I've got videos for my clients showing them my art pieces. I have videos thanking them. So professional video, and you as a professional photographer, you don't have to always hire these out. I'm just talking something more than just a quick little reel that you put together, but something you take time to work on that kind of tells a story that really tugs at people's heartstrings. And you can do it in any field, any photography field, newborns, families, weddings. All of those create so many amazing opportunities to tell stories through video, which will absolutely bring you more clients, high-end clients that are wanting to invest with you. Number 3 is lighting. So I live in Pittsburgh, where it is grayer than gray. 75% of the time. That's not an actual statistic. That's what it feels like. So in my studio, I do have a huge strobe softbox. When I first started, I kind of felt like it was a badge of honor to say that I was a natural light photographer and I use the light that we have, blah, blah, blah. And that's all well and good. But in order to deliver consistency, studio lighting is huge. Knowing how to use it for your look. It doesn't have to look flashy. It doesn't have to look like you're using a strobe. So knowing how to effectively use studio lighting and invest in the very best you can afford has absolutely helped because it does provide that consistency that clients expect. In order to charge that next tier pricing, every one of your shoots has to look not the same, but consistent. People have to know that they're going to get the same quality that you see on that they see on your website. And studio lighting has absolutely done that for me. And even if you don't have a studio, you can invest in lighting that you can travel with. So 100%, I highly, highly recommend you to look into studio lighting. I'm not saying that everybody has to have studio lighting, but for me, living in Pittsburgh where our winters are long, they're cold, so I can't take babies outside, I can't take families outside, and they're dark. They're just dark. Can you tell it's winter? And I'm overwhelmed by the darkness already. So maybe if you live somewhere in the South where you have a lot of sunshine, where you can be outside 365 days a year, it might not be for you. But for anybody who has seasons, gray seasons, cold seasons, where you need to shoot inside to continue to bring money into your business, studio lighting is absolutely the way to go. Lastly is training. Whether that be hands-on training, which is huge, or a quality course, having that training and those courses has absolutely been instrumental in my career. It's very easy to say you're going to wing it or you're going to learn on the fly, and you can absolutely do that. But if you really want to decrease your learning curve, learning from someone who's already been there, already done that, absolutely is worth the time and money. It will save you from making costly mistakes. It will save you from just the time and agony of why isn't this working? Why doesn't my image look like that person's? Just making sure that I highly encourage you, before you just run out and sign up for the next course or the next thing that pops up in your Instagram feed, make sure you check the reviews, talk to people who have done it, make sure that it will add value to your business. Anytime I invest in a course, I have to ask myself, is this going to make me money or just cost me money? And if the information that you learn will lead to you making more money in your photography business, absolutely sign up. Education has always been at the forefront of my business, and I really do truly believe that's how I was able to work my way up to becoming a six-figure photographer, is that I did take the time and the money and invested in education, both in person, hands-on-hand, in both in person as well as online education. Kind of similar to the training, but a little different, is a mentor. I had no idea for the first, 6 years of my career that photography mentors, business mentors, and coaches even existed. And I did a lot of stuff wrong. I took too long to get to certain points in my career. And once I found a mentor that was, a few years ahead of me in my career, I really took off. It's so great to have somebody to bounce questions off of, to kind of show them what you're doing and figure out how you can do better. It's also someone who can kind of shine information back at you. So a lot of times I would be complaining about something, and then my mentor would say like, okay, Julie, but have you done this? And have you done that? And then you're like, no, I know I was supposed to do that, but I haven't. So just having that peer who is more experienced than you can help you continue on your forward path and really help you excel in your career. And I know not everybody can invest in very expensive training programs or very expensive mentors, and that is one of the reasons why I started my Creating Freedom membership. It's for the beginning photographer, the aspiring photographer, or even this photographer who's been at it for a bit but just isn't making the kind of money that they want to make. Monthly membership, which is great for people just starting out, so you can learn what you want to, and then when you're ready to move on, you've got all that knowledge in your head and at your fingertips. But more than just the knowledge, it also provides you a mentor in your pocket. So twice a month, there's a Zoom call where we meet with everybody in the membership. You can ask questions, you can listen to other people's struggles, and you submit questions on your own, and I can provide you with advice from my perspective, from where I am, on how you can go from where you are to where you want to be. So definitely make sure you check out that membership if that's something that you might be interested in.